Marami ang nabigla sa balitang banggaan ng Japan Airlines Airbus A350 at Japan Coastguard aircraft. Pero mas marami ang nabigla at natuwa sa balitang lahat ng sakay na 379 na pasahero ay ligtas at nakasurvive sa nasabing trahedya. Ating alamin kung ano nga ba ang dapat gawin kapag ang buhay ay nasa alanganin. Ano ba ang airline safety protocols na kailangan tandaan para matiyak ang kaligtasan? Yan ang ating pag-uusapan ngayong Lunes kasama ang ating mga bisita dito sa Kada Umaga.
Makakasama po natin sa kwentuhan ngayong araw ang ating mga bisitang instructor mula sa Golden Success Flight Attendant School na sina Marlene Ignacio, Antonio Delos Reyes at Mojgan Almazi Buzmion. At kasama rin po natin si Mr. Mond Ortiz na isang Aviation Enthusiast. Okay, mag-share po sila ng kanilang experiences. At pati po ang mga flight attendants mag-share din ng kanilang experiences. Sina Chris, can you help me with this name? Chris Lian Sidayaw at Ryan Malaya. At kasama nga po natin si Mr. Mond Ortiz. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat.
Good morning, Miss
Magandang
Good morning. Thank you very much for being here in full force. Yeah, because it's a little, syempre po, na-alarma po talaga lahat, concern lahat ng mga tao sa naging balitang ito, knowing fully well na Japan Airlines is one of the safest airlines around, and it happened pa in Japan. Now, we know is very meticulous and also very detailed about safety. Ano po sa tingin ninyo nangyari dito sa insidente na nangyari po nung January 2 dito sa Japan Airlines? Sir Mon.
Okay. First of all, we all know that an A350 of Japan Airlines went into a collision course with a Japanese Coastguard aircraft. Fortunately, 367 passengers and 12 crew members on board the Japan Airlines A350 survived, but unfortunately, 6 crew members on the Coast Guard plane, out of the 6, 5 of them didn't make it. The captain, the one who survived, is in critical condition.
Correct.
As of my last news.
Oo nga po.
Yes.
Ang ano po dito nakakabahala. Ano po ang tanong ng lahat, no? Anong ginagawa nung Coast Guard aircraft sa runway kung saan naka-schedule mag-land yung Airbus ng Japan Airlines, Sir Mond? Hindi po ba dapat automatic that runway is just exclusive for the use of whoever is taking off or landing?
Yes. Well, because as of now, there are a lot of angles to look into during an air crash investigation or during an incident like this. Maraming angles yun. In fact, during an investigation, minsan they don't even rule out sa simulang terrorism. So all angles are looked into. So as of now, it's hard to tell what really happened and what caused the incident until the investigation results are out from authorities.
Oo. Pero sa pagkakaalam niyo po, Sir Mond, meron po sino po bang nagko-control ng traffic sa runway?
Well, generally speaking, ATC or air tower controllers, they communicate with the pilots. So generally, that's what they do. ATC, the pilots, they're in constant communication.
Okay.
Generally, in all cases.
Oo. Kayo po, bilang kayo po ay flight school, sa mga piloto po ba, hindi po ba nakikita ng piloto kung merong obstruction sa harap nila at hindi po ba ito naiiwasan? Kung sa pag-land ng airplane, nakita mo may isang airplano, meron po bang paraan isn't there a way to evade this or it's too late by the time?
Personally, I would say that it's still hard to really determine because again, minsan, we don't know really what happened inside the cockpit, what the pilot saw. So, anything can happen. Pwede rin minsan, again, this is not generally talking about the Japan Airlines.
Yes, generally po.
Generally na lang. Let's say they see an obstruction, the runway,
Yes.
pilots can call off the landing. So they can do a go around. They can
By
abort the
sight
landing.
po ito or somebody tells them?
If they see
sabihin.
naman like kunyari,
May
kay
visual.
kotse, kay kotse, it's in the runway.
So they've been known to do that, Sir Mond?
Yes.
Na parang by sight, they did their own plan.
Yes, but again, there are certain times when you're allowed to do that. There are certain times when you can no longer do a go around, especially pag naka-chop na yung power mo. So, many things can really go on. Many things can go on.
Kapansin-pansin din po no na all of the passengers, all of the crew members of Japan Airlines were saved.
Yes.
Tapos samantalang yung mga pasahero naman nung Coastguard airplane, halos lahat sila ay nasawi. Ano sa tingin niyo po ang naging explanation dito kung bakit?
I can only basically share what has happened sa A350 sa Japan Airlines. It's a combination of three things why 367 passengers and 12 crew members were
Yes.
saved. First of all, it's the training of the crew plus their competency in
Yes.
carrying out their duties.
Oo.
Second is the cooperation of the passengers on board that aircraft, on board the Japan
Maintaining their
Airlines planes.
composure, being calm,
Yes.
not panicking.
Yes, and following the crew. And third is the safety features of the aircraft.
Airplane.
Yes.
Ang sabi nga po nila patuloy nilang ginagawang not flammable ang loob ng mga eroplano ngayon. 'Di ba? Siguro yung size na rin po no because the Airbus, I'm assuming the Coastguard airplane must be much smaller, 'di ba? So, kayo po, ano po yung napansin ninyong kagandahan dun sa ginawa nila sa loob ng aircraft kung bakit ligtas po silang lahat na nakaalis dun sa insidente?
Okay. Miss Pia kasi, the crew, you can notice na talagang kalmado sila. Well, they are trained for those situations na kamukha niya nangyari, no? At during evacuation, sobrang kalmado sila, walang nagpanik sa crew. So, ang result, even the passengers, nakikita nila na kalmado yung crew, hindi sila natatakot or ninenervyos. So, kalmado lang din sila. And they just obey kung whatever commands ang binibigay ng crew. So that's one of the reasons kung bakit na-evacuate sila ng maayos.
Aha. Any other tips po that you can share to our kadas, especially those na may mga planong mag-travel this coming year? Are there any words of caution that you might wanna share with them?
For me, I know maraming mga passengers na nagta-travel. Siguro sana they would focus more on the flight attendants when they do their safety demo and, stop siguro trying to use their phones to record them to see na they're good looking or they're doing this. But basically, just to focus muna on their safety demo para they have an idea of in case na magkaroon ng emergency, what they're supposed to do.
Oo. Yun na nga we notice more and more na parang every time you get into a flight, meron laging mga paalala on what to do in times of emergencies, but more and more people are ignoring them. Diba? So I guess we really have to underscore the importance of listening to the flight safety instructions of our FAs, hindi po ba? Sir Anton, sabi po nila na it was also very critical for the passengers to be evacuated from the aircraft as soon as possible. Bakit po?
Well, it's like what you said kanina, no? The airline or the aviation industries, they've been starting to make the aircraft less flammable. So syempre when it's a fire or pag may sunog, mabilis yan kakalat. So it's very, very important that they were evacuated as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Also, another big thing was they were very calm. They weren't panicking. So malaking factor yan. Kasi again, time is of the essence pagka magganyan bagay. Masusunog kagad yung aeroplano. So they have to really evacuate right away. So that's
But
why.
at a time like that, do they take off their seatbelts as soon as ano po bang magandang gawin? Just stay in their seats even though they see that there's a fire going on outside.
Yeah, not panicking is important. Again, listening to the commands of the flight crew, the flight attendants, very, very important because they will give mga instructions eh. So, you have to listen. Yun lang. Pay attention, listen to what they have to say.
Mga Kanet 25, this is Pia Umaga. For more Kada Umaga updates, please click the subscribe button and follow us on Net25 social media pages at Net25 TV and at Net25 Entertainment Facebook page. See you guys. Bye!